Lunges are great. They happen to be one of the best exercises for all human beings to perform. The problem is, if your quads, glutes, and calves, if they don't all engage at the same time, lunges will actually cause way more harm than good. In this video, we're gonna go over everything you need to do and not do to have a perfect form while lunging, and we're gonna do it all in under 4 minutes.
Aloha, my name is Dan Kayser. I'm a biomechanics specialist, an international trainer, speaker, and on this channel, I help people like you get out of pain, enhance their overall health and productivity. So if you're new, consider subscribing.
So the very first thing to do is to activate your TVA by drawing your navel in, just like so. Unless you are a bodybuilder with 2% body fat, this is probably what you will look like. Draw the navel in, think long and strong, activate the core to support your spine while you're performing lunges. Let's first of all look at the positioning of the front knee. There are two things to consider when addressing the knees. Number one is, if you look at this guy here, his knees are coming forward. That's a clear indication the quad is stabilizing on the way down and not the glutes. Let's correct that real quick. As you're lunging, if you feel the leg engaging on the way down, that is a clear indication that you're not using your glutes. And so whenever you look down and you notice that the knee is coming forward, you gotta shift everything back. The knee has to be right above the heel when you're coming down in order for the glute to activate. And so ideally, obviously, as you're walking, you notice that the knee is right over the heel and you're feeling the glute activating as you're coming down. Another thing that commonly happens with the front knee is it comes in a little bit. And so similarly to the last fix, just pull it out. When I'm walking down, when I'm lunging, I can look down at my front leg, and if I notice the knee's coming in, I'm just gonna push it out slightly so that it's always over the heel, always pointing towards the toes. If you ever experience any kind of discomfort in a rear knee, there's a really good chance it's coming in as well, so you'll have to pull it out just like with the front. The other thing you should avoid doing with your rear knee is slamming that thing into the floor. Be careful, use your core and hover above the ground. Don't slam the joint into the floor. Have you guys ever seen anyone at the gym taking super long steps when doing lunges? Similarly to this form. It seems advanced, but if you notice, the knee is right over the heel. It's so much easier to maintain that alignment when you're taking long steps. What I like you guys to try is what I call a functional lunge. Because there's much less space to work with, the glute has to be activated on the way down. Otherwise, it's a mess. It looks like this when you're using the quad. This functional lunge is the hardest variation of any lunge there is. It's definitely counterintuitive, so I'd really like you guys to try both variations and let me know which one you think is more challenging. Lastly, it's really important not to use your back foot to push off of when you're doing your lunges. You gotta use only your front leg. The front glute, the front quad, and the calf is what's pushing you forward. Let's now take a look at proper running mechanics. You'll notice with this lady here, her hips are pretty stable. The glutes are stabilizing the hips while the spine is rotating clockwise and counterclockwise. So the shoulders are moving forward and backwards, which basically promotes the rotation of the mid-back. And now I'd like to show you what happens to your walking or running mechanics when you're doing your lunges without proper rotation. It looks a lot like this. You notice there's no rotation in this guy's spine. He's just kind of waddling left to right. Practice makes permanent, you guys. So in order for you to have really good posture while you're walking and running, you have to incorporate that thoracic rotation into your lunges. Let's take a look. All you really have to do is bring the opposite arm towards the front leg as you do in your lunges. That alone will promote really good rotation in the mid-back. Now let's take a look at how to put everything together to have a perfect lunge form. Now make sure that the glute is supporting you on the way down, not your quad, to stabilize those hips. Also, the opposite shoulder comes forward to promote proper rotation of the spine. The front knee is positioned right above the heel. The back knee is positioned underneath the opposite hip, not touching the ground. If you guys have learned anything from this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel so that you can be informed when new videos are out. Until next time, this is Dan Kayser reminding you to live Pono and train with Aloha.